Hey guys, what's up? It's Vertical Hoops here, and in this video of NBA 2K15, I'm continuing my MyGM series with the Milwaukee Bucks. And for the last couple episodes, I was playing games, and like I said in the last episode, I was going to kind of do an update video and just take care of some things around the league in this episode, so there's going to be no game. But anyway, as you can see, starting this off, more guys want minutes. I'm pretty sure we had to deal with something like this a couple of episodes ago. I'm not sure if OJ Mayo was one of them, but anyway, this episode he wants some more minutes. He says he should be a starter, but I'm not really sure if that's the best fit. I mean, it wouldn't be bad if he was the starter, but in real life, Chris Middleton's the starter, so if in real life he's the starter, then there must be a reason for it. And I think OJ is pretty good coming off the bench, so I just told him that maybe if he works harder, he can be a starter, but for right now, he just can't. He's just gonna have to come off the bench. And then I had to answer the press. I don't really go to those to please them. I just tell them what they need to know. Like, I just said no comment because it's honestly none of their business. It's really like a team issue. But anyway, the second guy who wanted more minutes was Dudley, and he wants to be a starter. But for him, I didn't even say that he could work his way up to that point because he's like third string small forward, I guess, because the Greek Freak is our starter, and then Jabari is our backup, and Dudley is the third guy. So I just told him no, basically, and then he was getting mad because I was being harsh, but I don't really care. Like, his moral did go down, so that's why you see right here that I'm looking to possibly trade him away. But I do like Dudley. He is a 77 overall, and he's good at threes and mid-rangers. He's a pretty good scorer, I would say. But if he's just going to be unhappy in his overall, it's going to keep decreasing. I don't really want him on our team. So I was looking around for possible trades. I stopped at that Suns trade because I like Gerald Green, but I'm not really sure if I saw anything. I did end up coming across this one because I might want the Philadelphia 76ers first round pick because one of our objectives is to get another first round pick, and most likely they're not going to be doing very good this season, so I might want to do that. I'm not really sure. But I just continued on. I was looking for other opportunities. I really just want to upgrade a position. I guess technically I don't really want to pick right now because we've only played 4 games and it's an 82 game season, so there's really no way to tell who's going to do bad or good except for just guessing from how good the roster is. So I'm not sure if getting a pick is a good idea right now, so I just kept going through. And another great trade by the Suns, in my opinion. I might want to get Brandon Knight, but I'm not sure because he is a shooting guard, and like I was saying before, Chris Middleton and OJ Mayo both want to be a starter, and I like Chris Middleton. I think he's a really good starter, so I'm not sure if I want to get Brandon Knight because he won't really help our team. If we're going to make a trade, we should really do it for a position that needs work. So I'm not sure. I did go to the trade screen. I was just changing some stuff around to see if maybe we can get a really good deal, and then I would definitely take it. But I'm not sure because this is a good trade in my opinion. I don't see anything wrong with this. And then they would accept it if I used one of these pitches, but when I watch other YouTubers who have series like this, they never want to use these pitches for some reason, even if they get them for free. I mean, I can understand why you wouldn't use them if you had to pay VC, and I'm not really looking to use VC to improve my team. This is just going to be all from like just trying to make them better. I'm not going to buy VC or anything just to make my team better. So if there's a free pitch like that, eventually I might do it. I don't really see the problem. So I'm not sure if it's like cheap. Maybe you guys can tell me if it's a cheap thing or not, but I might eventually use it if I have to because we can get good deals like this. I'm not really paying for it. I mean, I earned those when I leveled up, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not really sure. I might use them eventually, but maybe not. I'm not sure. So I did, after that, I went to the coach game plan, maybe to give Dudley some more minutes, because I don't really want his overall to just drop down, because if I can't trade him, if I can't really find any good trades that'll help our team out by getting rid of him, he will have to stay. And I do understand why he would be a little bit upset, because he is the 8th spot, but if you think about it, he can't be a starter, and I think OJ Mayo is a better player than him overall, and he's not going to be higher up than Jabari Parker, so I don't really see any better spot than to put him at the 8th spot. So I was just looking at the scout advice at the top, and I was changing some stuff around, but like I said, or actually I didn't mention that, but Jared Bayless, he's 10th man, but I don't really understand why he would have to have 6 minutes. Like, that's not really necessary. I don't want only our first 9 guys to be playing. I kind of want a full team. Like, right now, we even have guys at the end of our rotation who get 0 minutes, and I don't really like that. I want everyone to have some minutes so everyone can get some playing time, but You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. I just want this team to be a winning team, so I was moving minutes around. And then after that, I was just looking through pretty much at all the categories. So you see right here, I'm showing you guys my GM upgrades. I am only level 4, and that's not great at all. But this is really only my second MyGM that I've ever done, and I don't sim like a lot of people do. So all my XP comes from the games I've played, and I haven't really played that many games, so I guess level 4 is decent for what I've done. But honestly, I don't really care because I don't need those badges if you think about it. It's really about how good you are at this game. Badges don't really count that much, but eventually once we get farther into this, I'll be a higher level. And so, like I said, I'm just continuing through showing you guys stuff, and it really stinks that Hassan Whiteside can't re-sign. He's ineligible for some reason, so that kind of stinks that we can't sign him back. But maybe once he becomes a free agent, we can sign him another contract. So here's our staff. Jason Kidd, pretty good coach. I don't plan on firing him anytime soon or getting a new coach because he's a rook coach, and I like Jason Kidd. I think he has good potential. He was a really good player, so I think he can be a good coach because good point guards end up usually being good coaches. Like Doc Rivers, he wasn't that great of a player, I guess, but he's a really good coach. So, after that, I was looking at some more trades because in our rotation, our really only weak spot is power forward. We just did a trade for Hassan Whiteside, so that improved our center. So I'm looking at a couple of trades for power forwards. If you guys have any opinions on either of these, I would like to hear them, so make sure to leave me a comment. I want to see if you guys have maybe ever played with them, and if they're good at certain things, or if you think that would be a bad deal or a good deal. I just want to hear what you guys have to say about that, so make sure to let me know what you think. In this trade, I ended up going to the trade screen for Serge Ibaka because they did want OJ Mayo and a first round pick, so I didn't think that was a great idea. So I tried to see if I can maybe get something to work, but I ended up just walking away for now. I kind of want to do some more research, maybe figure out, if that's actually a good trade or not. So I backed out, and after that, I just kind of went back to what I was doing before. I was just going through the rest of the categories. So you see right here the scouting. I was looking through at certain positions because if we can't trade for a power forward, but I think we will, but if we can for some reason, maybe we can draft a good power forward or center because most likely we're going to get another good first round pick. We have to get one because that's what the owner wants. And I'm going to try and make it one from a bad team so that we can get a good top 5 possibly pick in the first round. So I was looking at possible centers. Maybe I can move a center to power forward. I was looking at power forwards. So I'm going to start scouting soon because it might come down to that where we have to draft a power forward. And as you can see, there's some pretty good ones here. 6'9", that's not bad for a power forward. And it would be deadly if I drafted a good center who had good mobility. He had speed. He wasn't just a center who could barely get up the floor. So maybe if we can get someone like that, and then they're also 7'2", as you see at the first guy. And if I put them at power forward, we would just be unstoppable at rebounding. And maybe if I get a center who's that tall and he'd be a better fit at center, I could possibly move Hassan Whiteside if we get him back after this season to power forward. But I'm not really sure how that would work out. So the main position I was looking for was power forward. I did look at point guards a little, but I don't think we're going to be drafting one. Michael Carter-Williams is a really good, solid point guard in my opinion. Even though it doesn't show that right now, he's going to improve. I can tell you that right now. So I was looking at standings, and we're 2-2. That's not that great, but we've only played 4 games. I'm still getting used to this team as a whole, so it's a work in progress. But really, if you look at it, we would be making the playoffs if the season ended right now, so I'm not really too disappointed about that. I mean, 2-2 is not that bad, really. It's 50%. So since we are in the East is never as good as the West and standing-wise. So right now, teams in real life are under 50% and making the playoffs, so I'm not really worried. After that, I went to the league leaders, and the guys at top, I weren't surprised were leading the league, but I was looking through for some guys on our team, and I passed so many without even realizing it. So when I stopped, I found OJ Mayo, and then I was looking up, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at all these guys I passed. So anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter, but we have a lot of guys who are lower down, and one is because I try and share the ball, but also I play on lower quarters, and the sim quarter is way higher, so that's probably one reason. And then you see Jabari Parker right there. He's up there on the rookie report. He's not doing all that great, but it's really because he just doesn't have that many minutes, so maybe I'll improve that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm ending it off showing you what Jason Kidd had to say. He doesn't think we have a winning coach game plan, so I just decided to change up some minutes right there. Maybe try and make him a little more happy. I don't want an upset coach because that's never good. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was kind of happy that I got to just sit back and show you guys what was going around the league, not just having another game. So it was kind of relaxing, I guess. It was easy to put together. But in the next one, we'll be playing the Chicago Bulls. I played right after I was done this, so that was after I was changing the game plan because Jason Kidd thought it was necessary, even though I think we have a fine game plan. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.